They could have picked any venue in the world, but they chose this one for a reason. What an atmosphere. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got the...
Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York. Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're going to be found wanting.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Right jab. Good counter punch. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This is such an amazing theater. So many great concerts have been performed here, but nothing quite like what we're going to see here.
God, I love theaters. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Left hook won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
You'd like to see more jabs. Only catching air with that hook. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. How about that time counter shot? Failing to score with that right hook. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the... And there's the bell to start round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of that sport.
How about that time counter shot? Big swing and miss with the hook. How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Shoot. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful. Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. Offense all the time. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. And there's the bell for round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Big hook doesn't land. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook won't score. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
What a round round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Catch and shoot. They both want the knockout. Just missing with the right uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two.
There's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there, and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it.
Back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, John?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Not a lot of punch output. Did you see that? Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a... Let's start the sixth. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Got out of the way of that right hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Score with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate.
Sugar Ray is down! You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
He's up, but for how long? Look at him.
Robinson goes to the canvas. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
That's lights out right there.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.